guys for being here. Before we start, I want us to do something. Okay, I want us to do something very amazing right now. Okay, I want us to take a pledge. I am quite aware that a lot of us have, been joining a lot of sales programs, a lot of sales activities. We've joined countless webinars. We've joined a lot of, even physical events on sales. And sometimes it feels that we are still struggling with our sales game. It feels that there's no results, and we feel dejected and frustrated because of this. Okay, and I want you to tell yourself the truth this evening. Okay, I want you to tell yourself the truth. How many of you put what you practice, put what you learn today into practice, or how many of you put what you learn in all those seminars you've been attending? Tell yourself the truth. Tell yourself the honest truth. How many of you usually put those things into practice? Can I see hands? If you do that, tell yourself the truth. If you do that, okay, I see few hands. Okay. Now, I want you to make a promise to yourself, not to me, to yourself this evening, that whatever you're going to hear here today, you're going to put it into practice. You're going to put it into practice. You can learn everything, you can know everything, you can, in fact, you can go deeply into anything. But if you don't practice it, you will never become that thing. Never. It won't work for you until you put in the work. Okay. So I want you to make that pledge to yourself, that commitment to yourself, that these things I am learning. We host capacity building training once every month. Okay. We try our best to give you as much value. A lot of value is being released. I want you to make that pledge to yourself. I'm going to do this. I'm going to practice this. That's the only way you can gain perfection. Okay. So now that is out of the way, I'm going to do a quick recap of what we had last time. We're talking about the how to develop your contact list, and we had two catalysts that was fueling that section. We talked about prospecting, and we also talked about positioning. Okay. Now, I told you that prospecting is about finding who to serve, right? Prospecting is finding who to serve, meaning that looking for clients, going out there, finding people to buy what you're offering. That is prospecting. And I told you that prospecting, if you're not prospecting, that means you're not in the market, you're not in business. If you're not going out there to look for people, you're not in business. Okay. And I said that the second thing is positioning, which we didn't really go in depth in the last section. We just said we're going to take it on the next one. And I told you that positioning is the advanced form of prospecting, where the activities you do attract clients to you. Oh, isn't that beautiful? The activities you do brings clients to you. You become a magnet for leads because of certain activities you do. That is positioning. Now you don't need to stress yourself. Client comes to you. That's the beauty of sales. That's the beauty of sales. So we're going to look at in-depthly at positioning. We're going to look at positioning. What actually is positioning? Now, before that, those of us that are not here, I like to start from the bedrock of things where I talk to you about sales. Okay. I believe everybody is in sales. Everybody is in sales. Okay. My mentor used to say something. He said, everything in life is sales. Getting what you want in life is a commission. Everything in life is sales. Write that down. I hope we are with our book and pens. Please, very, very important. You need to jot something down. Jot something down. It's going to change your life. All right. So, everything in life is sales. Getting what you want in life is a commission. Everything. As a matter of fact, constantly we are selling something. I told you guys last time that constantly we are selling something every day. Every day. Sales transaction is going on every day. Why? Because selling is living. You want to go out, your friend, you want to go out to a party, and you don't want to go alone to that party. You want to talk to maybe a friend of yours to join you. What do? You try to sell that person to go to the party. Oh, it's gonna be nice. There's gonna be food, there's gonna be drinks, and you're telling the person, and all of a sudden the person is interested and he goes with you. You sold that person, a transaction has taken place. So selling is living. Those of us that have children, your children constantly sell to you in the morning. Dad, I want ice cream. Mom, I want ice cream. I want something. I want this. I want that. And at the end of the day, if they do something good, you buy them that thing. What happened? Transaction selling has taken place. The transaction was the ice cream. So every day we are selling, but guess what? The only challenge is that we've not begun to intentionally sell. What do I mean by intentionally sell? Now you really need that money, like you're in business as a realtor. You need that money. Your line of business is selling. So that is you being intentional about it, going out there to make a profit. You're selling to make a profit. So now you're in that business of selling. You need to take it more serious. As a matter of fact, in any business, you need to sell to excel. If you want to go find your business, you need to keep selling something. What are you selling tonight? What are you selling tonight? I want you to ask yourself that question. What are you selling tonight? Okay? We are in the business of sell. We are in the business of selling. Selling makes life interesting. Selling makes life interesting. How is it going to be interesting? You're getting an income, you're getting commission. And one of the rule of wealth is the higher your income, the faster you go into wealth creation. So you're in the business of selling this evening. You're in the business of selling tomorrow. You're in the business of selling this year. Please get that into your head because the world today is full of people trying to derail you, to tell you that salespeople are bad, salespeople are evil, salespeople are too pressy, they are desperate. No, I'm going to teach you a tactics this evening that will make you a lead magnet. I'm going to teach you a tactic this evening that's going to draw people to you. How many of us are ready for this? How many of us are ready for me? Come on, if you're ready for me, type I'm ready for me. Come on. Come on, type in the comment section, I am ready for me. Or you are ready for me. Come on, come on, come on. I want to see interactions in the comment section. If you're ready for me this evening, we're going to learn a lot of things. I'm going to teach you some secrets that's going to literally change your life and change your approach towards sales. I have some secrets for you that you don't want to miss. Come on. All right. Okay. I can see some responses. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay. Let's go into it. Let's go into it. Okay. So what is positioning? Today's title is The Act of Strategic Positioning. What a beautiful title. The Act of Strategic Positioning. Not just anyhow. Anyhow. Strategic positioning. What do I mean by that? Putting yourself out there. That is what we call positioning. Now, strategic positioning is putting yourself out there as an authority. Okay? That's what I mean by strategic positioning. Now, we are all in the business of real estate. Most of us are in the business of real estate. Okay? So, positioning in real estate means that positioning yourself as an authority in real estate. That's the basic simple thing. I told people something about the last section when I told you that prospecting is finding who to serve. And I told you that positioning is making yourself findable for the people you can serve to find you. That's a very simple definition of prospecting. Making yourself findable in quotes, in bold letters, for the people you can serve to find you. I remember I told you something. I said selling is helping, selling is serving. What are you doing as a salesperson? You're serving people. You're helping people go to point A to point B through your products, through your offering. There's a reason why Mr. Tim want to buy land, Mr. Tom want to buy land. There's a reason why. He want to make his future colorful. That's why he's buying land. Let's buy land from you. And then you come along and provide that solution to him. You're helping. You're selling something. Okay. So positioning is you positioning yourself as an authority in your field, as someone that is, someone that's going to give value to them. Okay. Someone that's going to give value to them. So I say in sales, position means creating a compelling perception among your potential client that you're the ideal person to address specific problems and provide a transformative solution. That is prospecting. That is prospecting. Positioning yourself, giving them that impression that you can solve their problems. As a salesperson, you're a problem solver. As a salesperson, you are a problem solver. See yourself as that. See yourself as that. So successful positioning in sales means position yourself as a trusted advisor and as somebody who isn't just there to take their money. Yes. Some of you think that you're in business just to get money. That's why you don't get people buy from you. Oh, I'm all about the money. Some people know everything about their business, know about the research, know everything about every single angle of their business. They know, but they don't know how to make people buy from them. And that's how they lose a lot of clients to a lot of people that doesn't even know their properties like that. They don't know a lot of things, but they know how to position themselves. Some of us have been in the business. I've seen people been in the business for 9, 10 years, and yet they still struggle generating leads. Why? In those 10 years, they couldn't for a moment think to re-strategize and reposition themselves. I hope that's not you this evening. Something is going to unlock in your mindset this evening from what you're about to hear. Something is going to change from you, and I hope you're that person. Okay, so position is key in standing out with your competitors. In real estate is a very noisy market. Okay, how you position yourself in the market determine who is going to buy from you. It is the secret to getting more deals. It's the secret to winning more sales and serving more people. Positioning. Okay, so it's very, very important. So those people that position themselves well have the highest number of clients. Those are the people run to, and it's very important. I want to establish that point. I want to drive this point home. Become an authority. For you to become better, for you to close more sales, for you to do better, become an authority in anything you're selling. My teachings don't always, don't is not confined to just real estate. Some of us have side jobs we are doing. We have other things we are doing. Some of us have businesses we are doing other than real estate. So I try my best to teach you, whatever information I'm giving to you, whatever value I'm presenting to you, has tentacles across your business spectrum. It's very broad. I try to keep it as broad as possible so you can apply these principles to other areas of your life. Okay? So that's very, very important. Now, there are some questions that you're going to ask yourself to effectively position yourself properly in the market. There are some questions that needs to always be in your headspace before even starting the conversation of positioning. There's something you need to ask yourself. The first question is, who actually has the money you want? That's the first question. To effectively position yourself well, you need to ask yourself these core questions. The first thing is, who actually have the money? Who has the money? Who can actually give you money? Who can actually pay you money? That's the first question. And this question can be answered by knowing your target market. Who are those people that can buy from you? I told you last time we're in a high ticket business like real estate. It's not any other person that buys land over 500,000 or more than 500,000. So you need to be very specific. You need to understand that your market is people that can afford what you're selling. So now you understand that, the people that is going to buy from me are people that have money in their bank accounts. People that at least they can be able to, take on side projects without affecting their normal life. You know that those people are your target market. Now you know them. That's the first thing. You position yourself. Now, let me give you some. There was a time let me give you an example. There was a time I was watching a video on YouTube, and I was watching one of these Rihanna's video. Rihanna was trying to, advertise one of her this lipstick brand. I think is it a Fenty Beauty or something like that. And I saw the background of the video, and the background of the video was just like she was in an average living room. The average living room in short, there was a lot of clothes scattered at the background, a lot of things. It was just an average place, and it's not usually a kind of setting you see Rihanna. But what was she trying to do? The makeup, she was trying to appeal to the average person, not the luxury. If she was trying to sell to a rich person, maybe she was trying to market for Louis Vuitton or one kind of thing, you see the kind of the ambience of where she'll be seated. You see a Louis Vuitton bag hanging somewhere, or maybe you see some high end something, maybe a prop or something at the background hanging somewhere, trying to project that luxury because she's speaking to a luxury inclined audience. But this time around, she came down to a normal high school girl vibe kind of background. Even the clothes she was wearing could transcend exactly what she wanted you to feel, and she was trying to market that product. And guess what? That product sold out. Not even literally because of what her business or not because of anything, but because she resonated with her audience. She came down to their level to sell. Now, there's also a time when she wanted to release her new perfume and she went all out. She was from a private jet, from this or this and this, because she knew the market she was trying to face. What is she doing? She's positioning herself. And that's what you need to know. Once you find out who has your money, you position yourself in line with that particular findings. That's what you do. Want to sell to the rich people, make yourself rich. Make yourself rich. If it means for you to borrow money. Positioning is key in this market. Positioning is key. The second thing is the second question you need to ask yourself is, what do they want more than the money they have? Exactly. What exactly do they want more than the money they have? Let me tell you something. Money has value, but there's a higher value. Money is just a tool for them to get what they want. Money in itself has nothing. It's nothing. It's just a symbol of value. It's just a tool of value. And you can only use money to get what you want. So meaning that money is a product, yes, but there's a product behind the product. Get me? Money in itself is a product, but there's a product behind the product. The product behind the product is what they actually want. So we are so fixated on money that we forget the thing, the actual thing, which is what the client wants. So what exactly do they want more than the money they have in their pocket? A lot of people have millions in their bank account, but they don't know what to use it to do. They don't know what to use it to do. Some of them have ideas of buying land. Some of them knows what it means and knows the importance of it, but they are not compelled to do so. So you need to be in your headspace. Say, what exactly do they want more than money? Because the moment you can define that, you will discover that money will come into your hands. I was telling somebody the other day, I said that until the value of what you're offering is greater than the money in their pocket, the money will not leave their pocket. Let's say I have 20,000 naira. I can have 20,000 naira till the end of this year and decide not to spend it. But the moment I'm hungry, the first thing my eyes will go to is that 20,000 I have in my pocket. Why? Because hunger is a higher value than that money is in my pocket. Definitely exchange will happen. Come on, if you can hear me, type I can hear you can hear me. Come on. Come on. If you're getting value, type you're getting value. Come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on. If you're getting value, type I am getting value so that I know that you guys are following me. Come on, come on, come on. Can I see some people? I am getting value. I am getting value from today's teaching. I'm getting value. I'm getting value. All right. Awesome. 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 Okay. So I said something. I said the money in their pocket instantly become useless in the face of your offering. Yes, that is it. So what more do they want than the money they have? You need to be thinking about that. Ooh, that's beautiful. I have 10 million in my account. But the land you gave to me, it has an appreciation to reach 80 million in the next 2 years, in the next 3 years. That instantly becomes valuable. Exchange happens. Very simple, very easy. Now, the next core question you need to ask yourself is, how can you give it to them so they can give you what you want? How can you give it to them so you can give them so they can give you what you want? Mind you, what you want is money. So how can you present exactly what you're offering to them to make it fascinating for them to key into? That's what we're going to learn today, using the act of positioning. Okay, so that's the question that's one of the core questions in positioning. That's what you have to be thinking about. And the last is, who is aware of who has the money, know their needs, and can refer you? This is basically referrals. Then I went to NNPC one of these days to do marketing, and all of a sudden, everybody in NNPC, just because I knew somebody in NNPC that bought from me, all of a sudden, everybody in NNPC bought from me. Ooh, that's the beauty of referral. So all of a sudden, you know somebody that knew other people that brought deals to you. That is referral. Referral is a big business. If your business come to the stage whereby people tell other people about what you're selling, now you're in business. So this is what you need to be thinking about 247. 247. How can I get referrals? Who knows my customers and how can they be attracted to me? How can they be referred to me? These are the core questions. These are the things an effective positioner is thinking about. Okay? Is it clear? Come on, I need some emojis up. Before we go into the steps on how to position yourself, I need some emojis up. I need some emojis up. Come on, come on. All right, all right. So I'm going to be talking about some steps to help you to effectively position yourself. These are the steps. Last time I gave you some steps of prospecting. Now I'm going to give you the steps of positioning yourself. Mind you, those of us that missed the section for the prospecting, we will be having, we have a recorded section on the platform, and I'll tell my media people to repost the section again, the link to the section, so that those of us that missed out can familiarize with them. And by the way, apologies, this section was supposed to be streamed on YouTube, but we had one or two technical challenges. I will try our best next time to improve and get ourselves out there on YouTube. But nonetheless, I think the recorded section of this video will be will be on YouTube for everyone to access it. Okay. So yeah, back to what I was saying. So the steps to help you to position yourself effectively. The steps to help you to position yourself effectively. Now, I want you guys to take this section very seriously because you're going to learn a lot of things from this. Take it very, very seriously. If you're doing anything, please stop, get your pen and paper ready because we're going to learn a lot of things. Okay. Now, the first step is to get educated. Education is the bedrock of anything. Education is the bedrock to getting anything done. Not to just getting anything done, to successfully get anything done, you need to be educated. If you want to move from point A to point B, you need to be educated. Education is what separates nuisance from people that are going to succeed in life. Okay? And now in this business, the business of real estate that we all are in right now, education is something that is very, very much hallowed, very much valued. People place emphasis on the level of understanding you have. Why? People are trying to invest money. They're trying to invest their money. It's not the small money they're throwing into their dreams. And you are the caretaker of that dream. So it's your responsibility to be educated, to know everything about your market. That's the first step. Now, let me tell you something. Education gives certainty. What is certainty? Certainty is confidence. Certainty is, I know what I'm doing. Certainty is reaffirmed. Certainty is the confidence that you bring, the gift of confidence you bring to your clients. You bring the gift of confidence to your clients as a realtor. Okay? Certainty is the missing link in a lot of people's lives when it comes to getting anything done. As a matter of fact, if you don't feel certain or act certain, you've already lost from the beginning. Education gives you certainty. The market wants the feeling of certainty from their sellers, from buyers, from sellers rather. And you have to position yourself as a leader in the field, and you can't position yourself as a leader without proper education. Very, very important. So you need to ask yourself, how educated am I in this market? Am I really certain about what I'm selling? Am I really certain about that land in Abara you're selling? You're telling clients, oh, the land in Abara, you are from your foresight, you're projecting that if the land is selling for 1.2 million naira in the next 3 years, they should be able to double their money to around, let's say, 9 million naira. How certain are you? Oh, education gives you certainty. You should be able to look into their eyes and tell them that this land you're buying is going to give you so and so investment in the next few years. It's going to give you so and so return on investment in the next few years. How do you do that projection if you're not educated? How certain are you that the land you're selling is going to help them achieve their dreams? That's the gift of education. Education brings conviction. If I'm working with a client, I bring the gift of conviction. That's what I bring. I assure you that if you're buying from me, your life is going to turn around. That's the assurance. I bring assurance. And you have to show up with this gift every time. It has to show in your courage. It has to show in your demeanor. It has to show in your voice. It has to show in everything about you. Buyers love certainty. People say no when they are not certain, but they buy when they are. So education gives you certainty. Now, how do you become certainly educated? How do you become certainly educated. The first thing is you have to know what you can do for others with what you're offering. Know what you can do for others with what you're offering. How can what you're selling improve their life, improve 10x their results, the current result they're getting? How can what you're selling expand their lives? How can they make progress? How can it help them get what's important to them? That's how you become certainly educated. Okay? So education is key. Come on, type in the comment section, education is key. Become educated. Be educated. Be educated. Type in the comment section, education is key. Come on, I want to see some people typing education is key in the comment section. For you to get where you want to be, for you to transform your life, you need to be educated. Education is key. All right, beautiful. Now, the part two, the second step to becoming a high value positioner is to look the parts. You need to look the parts. What do I mean by look the parts? If you are a doctor, it is expected that doctors wear lab coats with a stethoscope around them. A mechanic, you expect to see a mechanic with overall. Yes. As a real estate consultant, it's expected you need to dress well, smell nice, look nice. Gone are those days where real estate agents wear slippers and walking around the whole of River State. Hey, I said this, posting pictures. Hey, let me tell you something. These days, sophisticated real estate consultants invest in the videos and pictures they are putting out. They invest in it. I have seen the reason why you're not even doing well in this business because you don't know that this business is all about packaging. This business is all about packaging. You have to package. Even the picture you're putting out there should be sweet to look at. The picture you're giving people, the videos you're putting out on your platform should be sweet. Packaging is everything. Package yourself. People will judge you based on the perception of you. You have to look presentable. People will judge you. A great book says Nigerians judge a book by the cover. Yes. For me to drop 10 billion in your hand, 1 billion, 800 million, you need to look the part. You are currently playing a role right now. What are you playing a role? You're playing a bridge between them and their investment future. You have to look good. Let me give you an example. I had a particular I was scrolling on Instagram one of these days and I was seeing somebody, I saw somebody one of these these skincare these skincare people that sell all this skincare oil and things like that. Okay. She was selling one oil that claimed to remove stretch mark. And she was wearing lab coats and putting on stethoscope. And because of that perception, if you look at the comment section, everybody was, everybody was, telling her, how can I buy this? How can I buy this? How can I buy this? Why are there so much tension? Because people have aligned lab coat and stethoscope with somebody that knows so much about the medical field. At the end of the day, I found out that a lot of people were having problems, skin problems, because what she was selling was actually hazardous to them. But people keyed into that. Why? Because of what they saw. She seemed like a professional in her field, and people said buying from her. That's the value. That's the value that comes with you looking the part. I have another realtor that I met in Lagos, one of these terminals I went to, and I told him, bro, you always look so good. And anytime I see his pictures on Instagram, he has different colors of suits. He dresses well. He looks nice. And when I saw him, I immediately complimented him. He started telling me some strategies. He says, bro, I have only 2 suits, but I have a friend that does Photoshop. I have a friend that does Photoshop. What does he do? That suit, he will change the colors of those suits on Photoshop 4, 5 times. Sometimes it's better say he has green suit, he has blue, he has red, he has different color. It's all Photoshop. He just have 2. Just have two suits. So what is he doing? He's trying to look the part. He's trying to position himself. He's trying to put himself out there. Not because he has all the clothes. So I need you to understand that looking the part is very vital in this game. You're in a drama series. You know what happens when you're in a drama series? You see people dress. They dress to fit into the part. So you are in a drama series. Look the part. Okay? That's the second step to position yourself. The third one is to offer value. To offer value. Come on. If you want this is gonna be huge. This is gonna be huge. I'm gonna dwell on this for a bit. This is gonna be huge. If you're with me, come on, can you type I'm getting value? Before we enter number three, if you're with me, come on, type I'm getting value. There's gonna be a lot said here. Are you ready for me? Are you ready for me? Come on, type something. I'm getting value. I'm getting value. I'm getting value. I'm getting value. All right, beautiful. Beautiful. Can everybody hear me? Can you clarify that you can hear me? I'm getting some messages that I'm not clear. Can everybody hear me?
Yes, sir, we can hear you.
Okay. Is my voice very clear? Come on. Can somebody confirm? Is my voice very clear?
Very
Yes,
clear,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir, your voice is clear. Your voice is
Okay.
clear.
Okay. All right. Please, at any time you don't understand me, kindly call my attention so that everybody is going to be following this teaching. Okay. All right. So offer value. Offer value. What is value? What is value? First and foremost, I'm going to teach you three things. There are three there are three ways you can collect money from people. Three ways, just three ways. Write this down. There are three ways you can collect money from people. The first is through deception, by deceiving people to collect their money. It's a very common thing, deceiving them. Okay? All these scammers through deception. The second is through coercion or coercion. That means the use of force, right? Let's say you go to the law courts and you sue the person give you money. Or maybe you go with gun, you try to destroy the person and he say, oh, take this money, right? That's through the use of force. And the last is through value creation. Through value creation. This is what I'm going to talk about now. Value creation is more sustainable. People give you money based on the level of value you give to them. Okay? So now that we know the ways people you can collect money from people, we're going to dwell on the last one, which is through value creation. Okay? Now, let me tell you this. Money flows when there's an exchange of value. I'm sure some of us have heard this. Money flows when there's an exchange of value. Money flows in exchange, not wishes. There has to be an exchange for money to go in. There has to be an exchange. Something of value, exchange with something of value. That's it. So in sales, there's nothing like mutual exchange, but there's something like value exchange. Why? If I don't find a book valuable, I can't purchase that book from the seller. If I don't find something valuable, my money won't be invested in that thing. So human beings just do things based on face value. Rather, we exchange things for what we exchange things we have for what we value more. Oh, I like this. I have to pay for it. Oh, I want this. The credit card is out. That's it. I'm heading somewhere. Now, let me give us an example. Mr. T has rice and he wants fish badly. Why Mr. P has fish and wants rice badly? What do you think is going to happen? What do you think is going to happen? They met each other. And as a result of that meeting, Mr. T got fish and Mr. P got rice. What do you think happened? Come on. What happened? I want anybody that has the right answer to that question. You can turn on your mic and speak. Mr. T had rice. Let me repeat that. Mr. T has rice and Mr. P had fish. And they both wanted something different. Okay. Mr. T wanted, fish, while Mr. P wanted rice. They met each other, and as a result of that meeting, the both of them got what they wanted. What do you think happened? Come on. If you know what happened, turn on your mic. Okay, yes. I saw
Yeah,
Precious hand first. Precious, let's hear from you. What do you think happened there?
There was an exchange of value.
Correct. There was an exchange of value. An exchange of value. So what happened was value exchange took place. Let's bring it home for a moment. Let me give you another example. Let me say something real quick. The reason why someone wants to marry is not because he or she considers being married better than singlehood. It's not because so. If not, there will never be an exchange of marriage. He will never exchange his singlehood for marriage. Yes, until he sees being married as being valuable, he or she sees being married as valuable, he will never exchange being single to being married. That's the truth. So people exchange things for what they value more. And that is why it is critical for you to be a person of value. There's a word for it, value monger. You have to become a value monger, somebody that is value personified. It has to be your thought process. How can I add value to the people around me? Mind you, human beings are value needy. And we are always drawn to where we'll get more of anything, to where we'll get more value. So you need to give people more value. You have a client today. How can I give him more value? How can I add more to him? How can I do more? How can I present more? How can I become more? What can I give this person? How can I change this person's life? That's the way a value monger thinks. Okay, you have to constantly focus on how to. You have to constantly focus on value exchange because that's the only way you can influence people to pay you. It's very, very important. Now let me take you to another direction. There are two values prospects should get from you. Two values. Hear this. Very critical. There are two values prospects should get from you. The first one is value through contact. Write this down. If you didn't get anything from this, make sure you get this. There are two values prospects should get from you. The first one is value through contact. The second one is value through contract. Value through contact, value through from contact. So value from contact, value from contract. I repeat, there are two values prospects should get from you. Number one, value from contact and value from contract. Now, what do I mean by value from contact? Just for them to, the first contact, the first instance of them reaching you, they're already getting value. Value through your content, putting yourself out there on social media. They come in contact with your Facebook page, and all of a sudden their life is transformed. They come in contact with you on Instagram, and all of a sudden they bought 3 plots of land that has secured their children's future. They come in contact with you, and they were able to understand why a lot of people make mistakes in real estate. That is you offering value from contact. Without any transaction, you're already giving value. So that's the first value. And now, let me tell you something. Hear this. Hear this. It's very important. This is going to change your life, change your perspective. Hear this. As a business person, as a real estate consultant, in anything you're doing, you need to have two types. You need to have two types of things. The first is premium content and premium content. You need to have a free side of your business that you can give out for free. A free side of your business. What are you giving? Maybe you're giving them intellect. You're giving them, how to buy real estate right, how to avoid the mistakes other top real estate person have, other investors have suffered. Okay, from my 10 years of experience in real estate, I'm gonna give you so and so, content for free. I'm gonna give you this for free. That's the freemium side of you. Now, you also have the premium side. You discover that when the client has gotten so much information for free, what will be going through his head is, if I can get all this content, all this for free, what will actually happen when I actually pay you money? What will actually happen when I key into the premium content? What will happen if I actually purchase this product? If I'm getting so much for free, what am I doing right now? I'm doing the same thing. You're getting value through my contacts. You just contacting with me, just contacting with my company, you're getting value for free. Now, have you thought about what exactly will happen if you come, through me, and you come say, hey, mentor me on this, and you pay a fee for it. That's a different level of content altogether. So if I'm giving this for free, what's happening behind the doors? So it's very, very important that there's a value from contact. You need to know that. You need to know that. Very, very important. Premium content and premium content. Now, the second one is value from contract. Now, the person paid you money for your offering. The person paid for the land. At the end of the day, the land added value. The land appreciated in future. You've added value to his life. That is value from contract. They've done business with you and they are seeing the benefit of it. So you need to understand these two sides, okay? Value from contract, value from contact. You need to focus more on the contract so you can get contract. You're in a business of contact development. As a real estate person, you're in a business of contact development. Your content should be able to nurture your clients. You should have this at the top of your mind. Don't just think of the value people will get from buying what you're selling. Think of the value they will get from associating with you. How will associating with you transform their life? I had a lot of testimony from the last CBT section. People were reaching out to me. As a matter of fact, somebody told me that I am speechless with what I heard. Somebody closed the deal last week from the advice I gave to him, and he was like, "This is absolutely crazy." He was literally thanking me. Like, what you told me has literally changed my sales game. And I was happy. I was fulfilled. I've given him value just by contacting me. So it is very important. You need to, as someone that wants to be an authority in your field, you need to be able to structure your value. Structure it. Structure it. Yes. Clients will reach out to you. People will reach out to you. Give them something for free. What are you going to give people for free so they can give you a fee? Listen to that. What are you going to give people for free so they can give you a fee? So they can pay you a fee. What are you going to give to them? You need to sit down and think about it. That is how to effectively position yourself. Are we getting value? Come on. Are we getting value? Are we getting value? Are we getting value? I need to see some write-up. Are we getting value? Are we getting value? Come on, come on, come on. Are we getting value? I need some responses from us. Type, I'm getting value if you're getting value. I'm getting value. I'm getting value. I'm getting value. I'm getting value. What will you give them for free so they can pay you a fee? What will you give them for free so they can pay you a fee? What part of you can you give out for free so people can come to you to buy from you? If you check my Facebook, you see a lot of things I put out there for free. And a lot of people come to my DMs and say, what you're saying actually is so great. You're saying a lot of things that is helping me. On LinkedIn, the same thing. I'm getting a lot of people. You see some big men, they're talking to me. They're like, oh, I'm really helping them. I'm transforming their lives. What I'm saying is really taking them aback. They're telling me their mistakes. I talked about financial freedom the other day and how a lot of people have really suffered. How a lot of people have missed opportunities, missed a lot of opportunities. And the thing went into a big guy that works with petrochemical. And he was telling me he doesn't know how to rewind back time. He worked with petrochemical for over 15 years and he has nothing to show for it. He has nothing to show for it. And my content took him aback. I started reminding him the mistakes he has made. And he was asking me, how can he change? How can he change that? Now, my freemium content has stopped. He has come for the premium content. You need to understand that. I can't stress this. I don't know how to stress this enough. You need to understand this. Give value. Be a value monger. Become a value monger. Become a value monger. It's very, very important. It's critical you understand it. This is one of the problems a lot of people are suffering. You need to reposition yourself. You need to reposition yourself. Now, let's go to the next step. The next step is to build your network. The next step is to build your network. A popular saying says your network is your net worth. Yes. Who you know is very important. Now, if you have an inactive network, your income will be inactive. If you have an inactive network, you can have all the people. Do you know that you can have, even if you have Tinubu number in your phone, that number will remain inactive and the doors will remain closed until you choose to make that number active. A lot of us know a lot of big people in our contact list, and they are just there viewing your status. Maybe they're not saying anything. Have you thought one day to approach them? Have you thought maybe, oh, let me actually establish value? What I do, I take people out for lunch a lot. Oh, I love it. I have 20,000 naira now. I'm looking, who can I take for lunch? If I have 20,000 naira in my hand now, 20,000 naira, 15,000 naira, those of us that know Jenkins very well, Jenkins is affordable. Don't mind their big building, it's affordable, and then their food is rich. Jenkins in GRA. With your at least less than 20,000 naira, you can at least bring food for 2 persons. You have 20,000 naira as a salesperson. You maybe just close a deal, a deal, and maybe your commission was 200,000, 300,000. You look at your contact list. That money has to make more money. It's not just for spending. It is foolish to spend all the money you make at once. It is foolishness. You look at it. You select out a portion of that money that will bring you more money. Okay, so who will I take for lunch today? Who are the 5 people that this 150K, this 100K, this 50K, this 70K I have now is going to bring me more money? Who can I do that? Okay, you just meet a big man and say, sir, I would love to take you for lunch. What do you think? Everybody likes food. Food is one of the critical benefits of man. Nobody says no to food. So, and maybe according to the caliber of person, take him to that restaurant. Say, oh, sir, nobody turns down Jenkins. It's very good. It's very nice. Sir, I would love us to have a luncheon. I would love us to have an eater. What do you think? Give me your time. Now, over the discussion, a lot of value will be passed. You get to know them. You get to build trust. And business moves at the speed of trust. Build connection. Build network. I want you to see yourself as somebody that can get big clients. You are big already. You are big. See yourself as somebody that is big. Now attract big people. Get big people. Customers are everywhere in form of strangers. Even your previous customers are clients. It is your responsibility to connect deeper with them and establish a solid relationship. Do you know that every client have a lifeline? In one client, you can get 10, 15, 20 persons. Why? Because human beings are social people. They are social people. They have other people. They have other network. Your goal is not to stop at one person. Your goal is to establish a solid relationship with that person so he can refer you to other persons. That is your goal in this business. Do you know what it means for Mr. Tom referred you to Mr. Paul? And Mr. Paul referred you to another person. And that other person referred you, maybe the next 2 persons referred you to another 2 persons. The next thing you know you've built a tree that keep milking money for you. Oh, I trust Mr. This. Oh, I trust Mr. This. Do business with her. They'll bring the referral to you. Now, what my clients do these days now is they just carry the person number after talking to them for maybe a little while. They just give me the person number, close the person for me. That's what they do now. I went on an inspection with one of my client that I've never seen before. He's a marine engineer. And this is the first time today I'm seeing him. I've never seen him before. And he came in and it was as if he knew me for over 10 years. The way we're talking, the way we're vibing, he started telling me his challenges in his house. They're telling me everything. And then I told him how some of the people that he brought to buy land from me have said bringing other people. It's a beautiful thing. And all of a sudden, the people he brought is bringing other people. People like that. In fact, they just send me numbers. Say, this my friend want to buy you. Help me convince him. That's just what I do. That's what I do. So it's a beautiful thing. And I want you to share this experience. It's a beautiful experience. Build your network. Meet people. Go to seminars. Attend shows. Attend events. Go out there. Put yourself out there. That is the only way to become a professional. That's the only way to become an authority in your field. Very, very important. The last step, step 5, become an influencer. This is a very beautiful one. Become an influencer. Become an influencer. Who is an influencer? An influencer is someone who has the ability to influence the behavior or opinion of others. That is an influencer. Those of us that are on social media, we know what influencers are. We know how they behave. One of the things I know about influencers is that if they have something to sell, they put it out there for people to know. They educate you about it. They try to convince you why this is important to improve, or this is important to improve the quality of your life. They try to talk to you about it. It's very, very important. And I discovered something while I was looking at this set of people with large following, that your affluence in the sense that the people you know will determine the number of people you can influence. I repeat that again. Your affluence will be determined by the number of people you can influence. So the number of people that can look up to you for solution to their problem determine how large you're going to be. If you want to influence people, you need to focus on what makes them happy. I repeat that again. If you want to influence people, you need to focus on what makes them happy. What makes them happy might be buying a land for security, buying a land to escape rent problem, landlord wahala, buying a land, for future use, buying a land for agriculture, buying a land for development, buying a land to be used for something to produce income for them. Maybe buying a land because of the property that sits on it. They want to refurbish it. There are a lot of reasons why people buy land, and they are buying because it makes them happy. So you have a duty to play as an influencer to influence them and show them why this particular property you're offering is going to make them happy. Now, what makes them happy might not make sense to you, but it makes sense to them. Maybe what makes sense to you is the amount of research you put into your product, the amount of understanding, you know about all the landmarks and all the location. That's what's important to you. But my friend, that's not important to them. What's important to them is how they can make progress with what you're offering. That's the most important thing. So, and as an influencer, you have a responsibility to influence people's behavior and people's opinion. Now, let's look at the characteristics of an influencer. What are the characteristics? What makes up an influencer? Okay. The first, take note of this, take cognizance of this. This is very important. The first is an influencer generates attention. Write that down. An influencer generates attention. That's the first characteristic of an influencer. An influencer generates attention. As an influencer, you need to generate attention. Attention in the 21st century is scarier than money. How many of you know that? If you know that, say, I know that. Type, I know that in the comment section. Type, I know that in the comment section. In this 21st century, attention is scarier than money. I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why. Attention is scarier than money. If you can generate attention, you can make money. How many of you know that? If you can generate attention, you can make money. Do you know that companies pay you? Companies pay you because you can generate attention. Companies pay you because you can get eyeballs on your product, on their products. That is why influencers make money, a lot of money. Oh, advertise this water for me online. Advertise this water for me. Why are they giving you? Because they know you have the eyeballs, you have the reach, and they are willing to pay for it. Yes, they are willing to pay for it. Now, let me also tell you that attention is the ultimate unfair advantage. Attention is the ultimate unfair advantage. Let me give you a story. Let me give you a story. Why attention is the ultimate unfair advantage. Let me give you a story. There was a little girl who got attention. Why did she get attention? A little girl who got attention. Why did she get attention? There was a video clip of her that was circulating online that she was insisting she wanted to go to school. Even if her proprietress will flog her, even if her proprietress is going to flog her for not paying her tuition fee, she was still insisting in the video, crying that she wants to go to school. She must go to school. And that video went viral. Guess what? People paid her scholarship till she finished university. A little girl. All of a sudden, she had scholarship. All of a sudden, her mother got millions. Her parents got millions. All of a sudden, she was taken from a tattered roof, from a leaking roof, from a house with nothing to a mansion. All of a sudden, a lot of things was going well for her, and she was taken from poverty. Now, guess what? There are other people. There are other people that can't go to school because they couldn't pay school fees. But what's different about this little girl? What's different about her? Who? The ultimate unfair advantage. Attention. Attention. It happens everywhere. There was something that trended sometime this year about a lady that talks about cooking for her husband and whatnot. And all of a sudden, the video went online. And people said dashing the woman fridge, this, that, money, everything. There are a lot of people that cooks for their husband. Why is she different? The ultimate unfair advantage. Attention. Let me even give another attention. One of them happening right now. Those of us that know that boy that they call Tenge. Is it Tenge? That boy. The one that people say is ugly. I don't believe he's ugly. I believe that boy had a purpose. God kept his face like that for a purpose. And guess what? The boy is living large now. I heard recently, a lot of deals were coming his way. Chris Brown even invited him, to the United States to even sit in one of his concerts. First row. Why? It's not like there are not a lot of people in his village. There are people uglier than him. There are people that don't have anything. What separated him from others? The ultimate unfair advantage. Attention. You need to understand that attention is the ultimate unfair advantage. You need to get attention. The reason why you are an influencer is because you can generate attention. It pays to get attention. Come on, type that in the comment section. It pays to get attention. It pays to get attention. Why? Because attention pays you. It pays to get attention because attention pays you. Come on, type that. It pays to get attention because attention pays you. Attention is the ultimate unfair advantage. Get attention. How do you get attention? Through your content. Put yourself out there. Create content. Make noise. Attention can be likened to making noise. If somebody that is suffering don't shout, help me, nobody's going to help him. If you fell into a well and you're keeping silent, you're doing big boy, I can do this, you don't want to shout, you remain there. Nobody will know where you are. You need to make noise. Position yourself and get attention. You can position yourself as the best of the best. If you're not getting traction, people will not meet you. Gone are those days where real estate is door-to-door activity. It's an online something. Have you discovered that every business now is online? Everybody now is online. Every business owner is a content creator now. Why? What are they doing? People are fighting for this ultimate unfair advantage. They are fighting for attention. So why are you sluggish? The reason you're not closing deal because people don't know you. Oh, I can dwell on this. I can dwell on this for 10,000 years. It's something very important. It's very important. Get attention. Come on, family, get attention. All right? That's the first thing. That's the first thing. Generate attention. The second thing, the second characteristics of an influencer is an influencer influences behavior. I repeat, an influencer influences behavior. How does an influencer influence behavior? Through content, through their content creation, through their activities. You see, Davido bought a particular shoe. Everybody wants to get that shoe. Even Abba people are making the shoe. Abba people are making fakes. Oh, everybody wants to be like that because somebody wore that. Oh, Olamide wore this. Everyone wants to wear this. Oh, maybe those of us that know Echenwo. Oh, Echenwo used to wear barrette to sing on stage. Every person in church wants to wear barrette now. She's an influencer. She influences you. What do? They change your behavior through their content, through what they're putting out, through whatever they're doing. Become a content creator. Now, let me tell you something. Content doesn't come from you. Content comes from the people. It comes from your audience. Remember I said something about knowing your audience. There's a certain lifestyle your audience wants. There's a certain thinking. There's a certain behavior. There's something your audience wants. Your content should come from them. Your content should come from them. So influencer influences people's behavior through their content, through their way of life. Why do you think people matter about people's life, people's marriages online? Why do you think influencers put their life out, put their lifestyle outside? What are they trying to do? Apart from getting attention, they want to influence your behavior. They want to show you they're up there. Become an influencer. As for you to effectively position yourself well in this market, you need to become an influencer. Okay? Now, the third point is an influencer has multiple digital communication channels. An influencer has multiple digital communication channels. Yes, if you're only on Facebook, you are wrong. If you're only on Instagram, you're wrong. All these social media are called digital locations. Just like you have physical locations, you have digital locations. If I go to Instagram, I should see you. If I go to TikTok, I should see you. If I go to Facebook, I should see you. You should be in all the social media channels. Even if you're saying one thing, you're saying one thing. You have to ensure that this, your presence, what you're pushing out, your product, what you're selling is on diverse, multiple digital locations. You need to spread your tentacles around. I'll give you an example. Those of us know this man called Very Dark Man. He's an activist right now. He's one of the people that are trending seriously. Whatever he says is like police answers to him. Okay, so he's trending. He has so much social media influence right now. Okay, so much clout on him. I've discovered something. There's something I discovered with him that Tunde Ednot, those of us that know Tunde Ednot very, very well. There's something I discovered with Very Dark Man that even Tunde Ednot didn't foresee. He didn't see. There's something I discovered. The moment Very Dark Man discovered he had fame on Instagram, he started branching to Facebook. Instantly. If you check most of his videos, you see Very Dark Man at Instagram and Facebook. What is he doing? He's advertising his Facebook channel because he knows that maybe Instagram can crash one day, or maybe something might happen to his Instagram account. Oh, his followers are on Facebook. He doesn't lose traction. And recently, he has started branching to YouTube. If you check the link in his bio on YouTube, you will discover that if you check the link on his Instagram, you see the link to his YouTube channel. Now he's posting longer form content from Instagram to YouTube. What is he doing? He's spreading his tentacles. And YouTube, as we all know, is a much more structured platform. It's very good for videos. So he's trying to diversify himself. This is something Tunde Eno didn't do. I can tell you that the Instagram account Tunde Eno was using has been crashed so many times. Even though that he's someone that has fame and he was able to get back all his followers. His whole business, if he's a normal person that just starting, his whole business would have crumbled because he does blog. It's only recently he started going to Facebook and exploiting other channels. So what are we talking about? As an influencer, as someone that wants to actively position himself in the market, you need to be on multiple channels. Consultant, real estate consultant, be on LinkedIn. That is where the big men are. Go to LinkedIn. It doesn't matter if you're nobody cares about the likes you're getting. Nobody cares about how many engagement you're getting. The people that want to see your comments are not liking your pictures. The main big guy will go to your DMs. They will talk to you. They're not liking. Do you know what it means for maybe someone like Tony and Emily to leave a like on your video? They will not do it. If they want something from you, they will send you an email. They will send you a message. So it's not about the likes. It's not about the engagement. It's not about the people who is commenting. Those people, it's good to have those things, fine. But the major people are going direct to your DMs or your mails to talk to you. Job opportunities are flying everywhere. Clients are being taken. A lot of deals are being closed on LinkedIn. And people are sleeping on it for TikTok where they will dance. Come on, change your strategy. Position yourself. This is a big deal. This is a big deal. Position yourself. Okay? Expand your digital location. Expand your digital location. Now, the fourth one is you have to become a community manager. Who is a community manager? A community manager is someone that fosters authentic relationship with his audience. Somebody that wants to develop a relationship with the audience. For you to become an influencer and for you to become someone that positions himself effectively, you need to be able to develop a relationship with your audience. Develop relationship with them. Speak to them. Talk to them. An influencer always messages people. An influencer talks to people. An influencer wants to know how his audience is doing. Constantly, those clients that have bought from you, please go back to them. Talk to them. Tell them. Get feedback from them. Get testimonial. Get feedback. Talk to. Don't be shy to collect testimonial. Some of you are shy to collect your daily bread from your clients. What is your daily bread? Sir, please refer me. Sir, please send me testimonial. Please, I'm hustling. This is my life. Do this for me. They would give you. If you know I did well, if you know the processes was seamless, if you know there was no problem, can you refer me? Can you do this? Don't be scared. Come on, you need to foster relationship. That is who you are. That's why you're in business. Okay. And the last one is you need to be trustworthy. I told you something. I said business move at the speed of trust. Build followers to your clients. If you say A, do A. Whatever you say, follow up with that. Follow through. An influencer always want to build trust because they know that the moment they can trust you, they will make you a fan. The moment you can trust them, you automatically become a fan. So build trust. Be somebody that is trustworthy. That is one of the commodity that is missing in this market. A lot of people are not trustworthy. A lot of people don't keep to their word. Keep to your word. Be somebody you can trust. Now, if you putting yourself out there automatically makes you trustworthy. Oh, this person is out there. He has so many videos, so many educative videos that people are liking, people are talking about. I am confident that this person is the right person. Automatically, you build trust. The person has built trust to you, has given you trust. So become trustworthy. Become trustworthy. It's very, very important. These are the characteristics of an influencer. You need to generate attention. You need to influence people's behavior. You need to be in multiple digital locations to be a community manager, and you need to be trustworthy. It is very, very important. It is very important. Oh, I so love this attention. I so love attention. Attention is very important. Those of us that are married, you know that attention is key in your marriage. Somebody, your wife is giving you attention. Your wife is giving her husband attention. Her husband is giving her wife attention. It is key. As a matter of fact, attention distinguishes you. The lack of attention extinguishes you. Listen to this. Attention distinguishes you. The lack of attention extinguishes you. Attention, see, let me even give you this. Attention leads to distinction. The lack of attention leads to extinction. I can't get enough of this. I can't get enough of this. This is very, very important. Attention is important. Please, if you didn't get anything in this teaching, get this. It is quite important. You need to be somebody that people can look up to. You need to be out there. You need to be out there. You are broke because you lack attention. If you have all the potential, have all the talents. If you lack attention, people will not see you. Put yourself out there. Put yourself out there. There was one nasty comment I heard. They say, Igbo people, they don't like putting themselves out there. They don't like, you see that small kiosks that they are. They are willing to make so much money in that kiosk. They are not willing to expand. They don't want to let their people know what they're doing. Hey, so their village people will not, their village people that is a cake method of thinking. A cake method of thinking. I've seen Igbo people traveling the world doing well. I've seen them moving mountains. I've seen them doing things. I've seen them creating content. I've seen them on TikTok. I've seen them everywhere. Gone are those days where people are hiding. Be out there. Be out there. Now, let me give you a bonus point. I'm not supposed to give you this, but because we're trying to talk about positioning, I'm going to talk about it. Okay? Let me give you some strategies on how to completely neutralize objection. What is objection? Objection are often excuses for not wanting to make a buying decision. Listen to this. For you to become an authority in real estate, for you to become an authority in sales, you need to know how to handle objection. When I mean objections, I mean I don't want to. People say they can give you a reason why they don't want to buy, but that's not the original reason. Oh, let me speak to my wife. Oh, sometimes objection is just so that they are scared, too scared to tell you no, and they just want to get you off quickly, or maybe they feel guilty. Yes, people are like that. They feel guilty. They don't want to tell you, they don't want to buy. They don't want to tell you, they just find a way to, try to run away from the conversation. So it is your responsibility to completely neutralize. Find out why they don't want to buy. So you need to get better at handling objections to achieve sales mastery. If you want to achieve mastery in your field, you need to handle those clients that will always tell you, I don't want this. I don't want this. Meanwhile, they have another motive. So objection is just a cover up for the major reason. Most times when people tell you no, it means there is something wrong. You need to dig in deep. Now, how do you turn objection to a pleasant interaction? What is a pleasant interaction? A pleasant interaction in the sense that there is now flow. There's not a flow. Objection is a roadblock. Oh, you can't say anything. Bye. Oh, this is the end. Bye. Oh, you can't move past this. Bye. Now, from that stage, you're able to metamorphose the conversation into a pleasant interaction, something that is sweet in the ear, thereby leading to a buying decision. I'm going to give you some strategies. Some strategies I use, and it has helped me. Okay. The first strategy is to act dumb. What do I mean by dumb? Act like you don't understand. You don't even understand what they are saying. When the prophet will say the price is too much, it's too expensive. That's the worst of them. The price objection is one of the worst form of objection, because sometimes they can be very firm on that price. They can be very, very firm. Now you have to just act dumb. Instead of arguing with them, with the customer or the prospect, why not just agree with them and move a step further to asking them what they actually mean by the price is too much? That's what I do. Write this thing down. It's to help you. Remember, when your client is talking, it is good. It's a good sign. So when they ask you, instead of arguing with them, always agree. Say yes. Let me tell you something. If the person see the need, why that thing is important, the price that person is willing to pay will be exposed. The price that person is willing to pay for that thing is going to be exposed. Once he see the importance of that thing, you will discover that him fronting the price will become null and void. The reason why he's telling you he can't afford that thing, most times he can afford it, but just that he doesn't see why he needs to pay that amount of money for that thing. He doesn't see the value, except he normally doesn't have money and he's just trying to waste your time. That's a different case. But most times, believe you me, this is exactly what it means. So I asked them, what do you mean by the price is too much? I'm going to have a series on objection. I'm just giving you this because as someone that want to position yourself in the marketplace, as somebody that is good enough, right? You need to have some sort of understanding on how to handle objection. That's what makes you an authority. And that's why this is here. We're going to have a CBT section where we talk about handling objection and rejection and all sorts of things. Okay. So that's it. That's it. So instead of arguing with them, ask them, what do you mean by the price is too much? Let me hear what you think. Say, see what is actually the problem. See. I feel that I want to do this. They will talk. And then what do? You listen. You listen. From there, you can now start building your case. You can now start telling them, okay, so how is it going to feel if after buying this thing in the next how many years is able to change your life? How is it going to feel? Okay, do you know that first and foremost, this land you're selling, this land today is going to be this land today is going to be this. You're going to show them the value, why exactly, you're going to show them the exact value, why them buying this thing is going to mean a lot to them. You're going to help them change their life. You're going to help them buy back time. Oh, sir, this property you're buying, you remind them. As a real estate consultant, one of the things I take pride and joy is that I'm able to project. I'm able to see into the future. Why? Because of I see patterns as a professional. I see patterns. This pattern has happened before. This social and so pattern has happened before, and I expect the same pattern to happen now. I expect the same thing to happen now. Look at the signs. It's ripe. Look at this area. It's ripe. This is why it's important. So I believe that one of the value I'm bringing to you is to be able to, in the next few years, you should be able to stand on your own. You should be able to have financial security. You should be able to have an asset that answers to you when you need it. That's what I bring to the table. And so, if you're not willing to buy back that security, if you're not willing to buy into that feature, you're not willing to key into that feature, then I think this is an opportunity that's already missed. If you think what I'm bringing to you right now is not valuable enough to take charge of your future, then I'm not the one at fault. I'm not the one responsible. I'm not the one responsible. So you try to tell them, don't come with the price, don't front the price. Always come with the value they stand to get. Come with that value they stand to get. I have a script for this. I scripted it. All the objections, the price is too much. Let me get back to you. Let me speak to my wife. Let me do this. I'll get back to you tomorrow. I traveled. I have all of them in scripts, and I have a selective response or a specific response for each of them that I use. So you need to come up with that. So always ask questions. Ask them. So what do you mean by the price is too much? Let them always talk to you. Ask them questions. The second step is to turn every objection into a question and be ready to listen to what the client is not saying. In quotes, the client is not saying. What is he not saying? I told people something last section. I said, every no is a journey to yes. Every no is a journey to yes. So because he said no doesn't mean that that's the end of everything. I had a client that said, I will never buy from Abara Ichi. One of these our lands we are selling at Abara. He said, I will never buy from Abara Ichi. So wow, I said, okay, that's a very strong word, sir. I say, I hate, why won't you buy from Ichi? He said, because I hate Ichi. So, okay, why do you think so? Ichi is one of the best places right now. Why do you think so? He said, first and foremost, he said, after much talk, he now told me that they nearly kidnapped him in Ichi because he works in one of these oil companies. And he was traveling from Enugu, that Umuchem road, that road that from that Chokocho Junction. From Chokocho Junction, you can go, there's a third road that you can use to go to Enugu. They kidnapped him on that road, Umuchem Eche. He said, because of that, he said he will never buy from anywhere he heard Eche. Now, from acting dumb and asking several questions, I was able to discover exactly the reason why, he said. Now, I told him, I said, no problem. Just join us for inspection. I'm going to show you some places. Now, guess what? The family said no and had a very strong reason why. But at the end of that tour, at the end of that inspection tour, that guy bought 2 plots in Abara. Why? Throughout that movement, I was able to convince him. I was able to show him why that Abara is very, very important to his investment portfolio right now. I was able to show him. He was there physically. He was able to see the things I was talking about. I talked to him. I gave him examples. I told him stories of how places that are like Abara right now has changed people's lives. I told him a lot of things. And the more we move around, you discover that objection was no more, it was inexistent. Why? He saw the value. He saw how important it is. So don't just take no. Don't just take no and go and rest. Take it at a pinch of salt. See whether you can claw back at it. Understand what they are not saying. In every I will get back to you, there is either a yes or a no. I told you last time, I said, tell me yes, I'll be happy. Tell me no, I will not be miserable. I want to close the deal, but I will not be miserable. But don't tell me I'll get back to you. I'll get back to you is an illusion of a decision. Is a no in disguise. It can be a yes, I'm not sure in disguise. Tell me yes is good, tell me no is good, but don't tell me I'll get back to you. It's an illusion of the actual decision. It's your responsibility to focus on what they are not saying. That's how every objection is. It is through conversing with them, through talking with them, you will know the true motive. If I didn't talk with that guy, if I didn't probe, he would have told me, don't tell me anything about it and kept quiet. Until several bouts of questions, he was not able to tell me they kidnapped him or they nearly kidnapped him in that Abara. So what are we looking at? What are we talking about? Focus on what the client is not saying. Be ready to listen. The third one is see objection as an excuse for something else. I told you, see objection as an excuse for something else. It's always an excuse. I'll get back to my wife. It not necessarily mean that he can't buy without his wife knowing. It's just that he wants to go and think about it. And there's something I know with delay. Delay kills sales. Delay. You see this thing called delay. Delay kills sales. The moment the client sit down, think about it, roam up and down, go there, go there. There is always some Delilahs, some people that you will go and talk to, and finally they change their mind. So try as much as possible to close your client there. Offer to even bring his wife into the conversation. Oh, you say, can I have a conference call with your wife? Is it possible? Because the level of things I told you that you're convinced, your clients, what you tell your wife, she might not be as convinced as what I told you. Why not you bring her into the conversation and I talk to her? Why don't I sit you guys down and talk to you guys? Is it better that way? So it's very, very important. It's very important. So what you call objection or resistance to sales is a smoke screen to cover the actual thing. That's the reason why objection is there. That's the reason objection is there. So this is very, very important. This is very, very important. Now, before I summarize, I'm going to give you these three things. The three reasons people don't buy. What are the three reasons people don't buy? What are the three reasons people don't buy? The first reason is this. Come on, listen to this. I'm going to give you this before I summarize. The three reasons people don't buy. The first is they don't see the product. They don't see how the product can cure their pain or help them make progress. That's the first reason. They don't see how what you're selling will help them make progress or cure their pain. That's the first reason. That's the first reason why you're experiencing objection. They don't see. I told you, people buy because they want to make progress. I'm buying land because I'm expecting that this land in the next few years is going to appreciate in value and it's going to take care of me. They are buying land because, they are currently having a government job right now. Or maybe they have a contract they are working with. And they know that contract will never last forever. They know that their age will not last forever. So while they are working, their investment is appreciating. So when they retire in the next 10, 15 years, the land they bought at 400, 500,000, 1 million, 1.2 million is now selling for 40, 50 million. And that will take care of their children's schools, their children's education, their children everything. That's what people are looking for. So they don't see how their product will cure their pain and make progress for them. That's why they're not buying. That's the first reason people don't buy. The second reason is they are not decision makers. They are not the decision makers. One of the reasons why people will not buy is because they are not the people buying. They are not the people. Maybe they are here listening for somebody. They want to talk to somebody about it. No, maybe their wife. Some men, their wife is the decision maker in the family. In case you don't know. If their wife say, I don't want this thing, that thing will not happen. In most families, it's like that. Because she will torment you till you return everything the way it was. So you need to discover the decision makers. You want to be talking to the people who can actually approve the transaction. Okay? So that's the second reason. The third reason is that they don't have the purchasing power. They can't afford it. They can't afford it. That's why they're not buying. They can't afford it. So it's very important. These three things. Number one, they don't see how the product can cure their pain and help them make progress. Number two, they're not the decision makers. Number three, they don't have the purchasing power. That's the reason why people don't buy from you. So this is very important. We've said a lot today. We've said a lot of things. We've said a lot of things. We've talked about the steps. We've talked about questions to ask yourself. We've talked about a lot of things. We'll talk about why it's important to position yourself. Why it's important to get attention. Why it's important to offer value. We've said a lot of things. We've said a lot of things. We've talked. The most important thing here is to put it into action. How can I condense this information I have heard and putting it into actionable steps that will actually help me change my reality? How can I do this? How can I do this? First and foremost, I told you, you're in the business of sales, and getting what you want is commission, is a commission. You're in the business of sales, and getting what you want is commission. What you want is to turn your life around. What you want is for your annual income to become your weekly income. That's what you want. That's what you want in this business. That's what every sales person wants in this business. That the whole money you make a year becomes your weekly income. And real estate has the capacity to change your life. Are you aware that one deal you can close can change your life for the next 2 years? Do you know that? That one particular deal in real estate can change your life for the next 2 years. And how does such money come? Your commission is attached to how committed you are to fulfilling your prospects' desires. Listen to that again. Your commission is attached to how committed you are to fulfilling your prospect desires. As a matter of fact, the soul of your prospect gets sweetened when their desires are fulfilled. Commission doesn't fall from heaven. I told you last time. Commission comes from people. So you are a soul sweetener. That's who you are in business. You sweeten their soul because you get them, you offer them opportunities, lot of opportunities. You provide them opportunities with what you're offering. You provide them a better life, a quality life for themselves and their children. As a real estate consultant, that has to be in your mindset that you're providing them, you're a soul sweetener because what do? You sweeten them. You get their heart desires done. Remember, they're not paying you because of what you're selling. They're not paying you because of anything. They're paying you for their own desires. So once their desires is satisfied, is equal to commission received. Once their commission, once their desires is satisfied, is equal to commission received. So people don't pay you commission. People pay you commission. It doesn't fall from heaven. Now, let me go into this. This is the last thing and we close. The question for today. Write this down. These are the things you take home to go and think about. We've said a lot of things. We've said a lot of things. Value has been passed. But you need to ask yourself this question. These are the questions of the day. How are you going to change your life from here? We've said a lot of things. We've said a lot of things. How are you going to change your life from here? What are the action takeaways for you? What are the action takeaways for you? What have you learned? What are you going to do with what you've learned? This is very important. Come on. Number 3, this is very, very important. What are you going to do with what you've learned? Is it that you waste it or utilize it? Is it that you waste it or utilize it? It's left for you. Now, who are you going to contact? I told you, contact development. You're in a business of contact development. Who are you going to contact? How are you going to nurture your contacts? How are you going to position yourself from now on? How are you going to position yourself from now on? As an authority or as a mediocre? The choice is yours. The choice is yours. Okay? The choice is yours. And with that, that brings us to the end of this amazing section. Okay? I hope we all got value. If you got value, type I got value. I want to see emojis up. If you loved this section, come on. If you love this section, I want to see emojis up there. I want to see people excited. We've talked a lot of things. We've said a lot of things. A lot of value has been passed. Okay? We've said a lot of things. Positioning, 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 positioning. Very, very important. Okay? Positioning is critical in your business. It's critical in anything you're doing. Okay? How many of us love this section? If you love this section, drop I love this section in the comment. I loved this training in the comment section. Drop I love this training in the comment section. Okay? We're going to enter questions shortly. I believe my media person is here. Come on, drop in the comment section. I love this training. I loved this training so that I know that you love this. We have a much more to give you, a lot more to give you. Come on, stay tuned. We're going to be having a lot of wonderful sections. The capacity building training is for you. It's for your personal development. You can't be in such a training for over a year and you don't improve your personal economy. You can't be in such a training. You can't be receiving such information, such food. I call it food for the human, for the human mind, for the human body. You can't be in this section and receive such information and you don't see your life transform. Come on. So I see that I'm seeing a lot of love and appreciation. Thank you very much for that. So we can really go into questions. If our admin or the moderator of this session is there, the floor is yours. Thank you.
All right, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. We've learned a whole lot. Can we celebrate this? If you give any sticker you feel comfortable with to show your appreciation for today's training, a lot of value have been given to us for free without any payment. People are paying 50, 100,000 naira to get this kind of knowledge. And trust me, You will not get it anywhere aside from Triconna for free. Thank you so much, sir. We really, really appreciate today's training. A lot has been said. We've learned a lot. If you have some questions, you can raise your hands, or if you feel like maybe later you want to give your question to us, just type it on the platform, and expert speaker will be able to take it from you. Okay, Simeon, it seems like you have a question. All right, if you can quickly give it to us. But if you feel like you don't want to give now, you can also type on the WhatsApp platform. So promise, let's get your question. All right. Hello, promise, the floor is yours. Oh, okay, Simeon. All right. Seems like he has network issues. When he's back. At the same time, most of us are joining us for the first time here on Triconna Association of Realtors platform. Trust me, if you love what you saw today, this is a pinch of what we are doing on our Realtors platform. So whatever information you're getting here, the Realtors platform, they get it every single day. So if you're interested to join our Realtors platform, connect with other realtors, and make high-end commissions for every sales you make, then you can quickly, we'll put a link on the CBT waiting room. If this is your first time, we'll give a link there where you can join us. Also, the teaching that you heard today would be available either later this evening or first thing tomorrow morning, so that you can download it and refresh your brain over and over again till the information sticks with you. At the same time, we would love to get your feedback on our social media platform, our Instagram and our Facebook, our Twitter as well at Triconna. Also, we'll have our YouTube channel, Triconna TV, where you can also follow us on, subscribe to it, and get access to this kind of information. Trust me, it's not a waste when you subscribe for this kind of things. Don't say, I don't want to follow anybody, or I don't have the strength to be going online to check. Like we've heard sales experts say, you have to be an influencer. An influencer influences people's behavior. How would you excel in your market? You have to stand out. And how would you do that? With the right social media network. Let Triconna be that social media network that you can use to stand out from your competitors. All right. So we look to see you subscribing to our channel, and at the same time following us on all our social media platform at Triconna. The links will be shared so that you can join us, or you can just drop a comment if you enjoyed today's training session on our social media platform. We also, on our tab platform, we award realtors that do very, very well. If you go to our platforms, you see us awarding realtors that have made multi-million sales. These kind of things are not joke, it's not exaggeration. People are doing it every single month. Okay, so with that said, we've come to the end of today's training. We'll be in your DM to take your feedback on all that you've learned today on a scale of 1 to 10, how awesome the training was for you. And let's welcome our real estate speaker to just quickly close for us before we leave here. Thank you.
All right. Okay. Thank you for that. I was hoping to see some questions. Okay, I saw a question from Blessing Victoria on the comments, the chat section of the training. It was talking about being on Facebook or any digital space is very good. But how do I educate my audience without using the word sell occasionally? Or am I just to keep posting land day in, day out? Okay, that's a very good question. Okay. Now, it's good to mix your content. It's not only land you can talk about. Sometimes if you were in the last section, I talked about direct selling. There are two types of selling: direct selling or indirect selling. Okay. Sometimes I can just switch up my topic and talk about financial freedom. What do you know about financial freedom? You see where education is, education coming. Talk about financial freedom, talk about financial security. And at the end of that conversation, don't even talk about land. Maybe you can just use your own picture. Just use a picture of you. Just use a picture, maybe something different. Mix it up. You know, you can talk about, just tell them a story. Oh, I have a story for you today. Oh, I have a story of what happened. Maybe there's something in the news. Like I talk about this 10 girl now. This 10 girl something, something. This a guy that had a lot of attention. Talk about it on your page. Why don't you talk about it? It's not only land you can sell. You can share educative content. But what are you doing? You're putting yourself out there. You can hop on trends. It mustn't be land you're selling. It mustn't be anything. But have it in mind that your center focus is land. That is what you're selling. But introduce other things into the fray. You can spread your tentacles, be very creative, put out content there that resonate with them. You can answer their questions. You can answer their sales questions. Some of them say, hey, what are the like I always use mistakes. What are the mistakes people make when investing in real estate? You can talk about it. You don't need to say, oh, buy this. Buying from me is the best, is the most secure, is the most this. You don't need to sell yourself like that. You putting out that content and people watching that content and consuming what you're posting out there makes you an authority, makes people to look up to you. And now, when they are ready to buy, even those that don't want to buy now, when they are ready to buy, they will not see any other person than the person they are feeding from, the person that is feeding them information, person giving them, because they see you as a sage. Who is a sage? A sage is like a helper. A sage is somebody that directs, that leads. They see you as a sage, somebody that is helping them, somebody that is giving them direction, somebody that doesn't want them to go into destruction, somebody that doesn't want their money to, to get taken away from them, someone that wants best for them. You're educating them. Why do you think skincare people talk about how to apply cream? Why do you think skincare people talk about how to mix your own oil by yourself? Why do they talk about how important pawpaw is in this particular oil, or maybe onion is to this onion oil? Why are they talking about 5 essentials of onions? Why is it important? How does it improve your eyesight? How does it improve this? Does it relate with the oil? No, it doesn't. But they're educating. So you have to mix up your content. It's not everything land, land, land. Please, if you're someone that always put land, 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 it makes your content boring. Spice it up. Spice it up. Mix it up. Come on. That's it. Be very creative with your content. And you discover a lot of people is going to put eyes on you. Okay? Yeah. I see some hands up. Any other person have any other question? Yes. One of my administrators are raising their hand up. You want to say something?
Yes. Good evening, everyone. I just wanted to add to what you said to Blessing's question. So I know one thing that we do in Triconna is we sell the experience and not the product necessarily. So basically, what that means is focusing on how the products make the customer feel and the benefits they will gain, like what they stand to gain, you know, rather than just the features itself. So instead of just selling land, you can as well sell an experience. You can sell something that they stand to gain if they buy land. Do you understand what I'm saying? So that's also another way to sell value. You understand? Because a lot of people they don't know these things. They don't even know what they want. But by painting a picture for them, it's easier for them to key into what you're selling. So that's just one tip. I used to give an example for like Red Bull. I used to see a lot of Red Bull advert. Red Bull is an energy drink, but I've never seen an advert of Red Bull selling energy drink. I've never seen an advert of them. It's an energy drink company, but they've never sold energy drink as far. Never been an ad for them. Instead, you see athletes running, you see them sponsoring people doing impossible things, always breaking the boundaries. What they're trying to tell you is that they are selling an experience which is excellence, which is that to push further, which is to go the extra mile, and that's what their brand is all about. That's what Red Bull is all about. So sell the experience and not the product. Thank you.
That was a wonderful response. Very beautiful one. Any other addition? Miracle, I can see your hands up. Do you want to add something to that?
No, sir. Sorry, it's not an addition. It was a question from somebody else.
Okay.
All right. I don't know
Okay.
that you read the question from Promise.
Okay. No, I didn't.
All right. Let me quickly read it out for you. Promise said, "How do you know what a client wants more than?" I think he wanted to say, "How do you know when a client wants more than their money? How do I know the client that has the money?" So these are two questions he gave to us. How do I know when a client wants more than their money? And how do you know that client has the money? So those are two questions he has for us.
Okay. Now, let me answer the second one at first, then we'll go to the first one. Let me tell you something. Money does not hide. In short, when somebody has money, one of the first things you see is money looks good on them. Is it not true? True or true? One of the things you know is money looks good on them. Come on. You see them, they look good. It's evident, it's very clear. Money doesn't hide, it shows. Okay? Money is results. Money is result speaking. Money brings out the best of you. Money shines. It puts you out there. It puts you at the forefront. So one of the things to note when a man is successful, check his appearance, check his courage, check his composure. Now, when you talk to him, check the way he talks. Check the way he talks. Check the way he behaves. Money changes people. It's true, money brings out the worst in people, but money also brings out the best in people. Money is a tool, like I said, to achieve purpose. Money is a tool to achieve purpose. Now, when somebody is achieving his purpose or fulfilling his purpose, he doesn't hide. He's out there. Something is fueling it. Something is powering it. So if you see somebody that is wealthy, you're definitely going to know. You're definitely going to know. I don't think that is something that, that is there to hide. The question you should be asking is, how do I penetrate this guy? How do I reach out to this guy? That's the question you need to be asking. That's the question. The question is, rich people like value. The reason why when you beg a rich man money, he doesn't give you is because there's nothing valuable you're giving to him. I know somebody that wanted to get to a big guy, and he didn't know how to get to him. He looked around. He said, how do my presence become valuable to this guy? Because he knows that for him to associate with this person, he has to bring the value. He has to bring the gift of value. How does he do this? He discovered he is a graphic designer. He went to his page and he saw that his page was not his pictures. What the guy is putting out on social media doesn't befit his courage, doesn't befit who he is. He offered to help him to design his content for 6 months for free. To design his content for 6 months for free. Say, sir, I saw some problems that I want to checkmate for you. What do I want? I just want to be around you for this time. I want to mentor you. I don't have money. I can't pay you, but I'll help your visual branding. He gained the relationship. Today, him and that guy they've built a very solid relationship that has totally transformed his life. So what are we talking about? Associate yourself with money. Meet clients. Go and meet them. Money will look good on them. You have to meet them. You have to associate with them. How can you add value to them? That's what you should be thinking. Okay? So you're definitely going to know if you see somebody that is wealthy. You will definitely know. You will definitely know. Forget about anything. If somebody that is wealthy comes here, even if those of us that are trying to show that they are wealthy, some people pretend to be wealthy. You staying with them, you talking to them, you will know. Because money can hide a lot of things, but money cannot hide who you are. If you don't have anything upstairs, to show. They say if you don't know somebody until you get close to the person. So in your interaction with the person, you'll be able to know if that person is just for show. Do you understand? So definitely, I think that's not a problem. If you see somebody that have money, you definitely know. And be in this space, be around people that have money. Go to where big people stay. I told you, if you want to see a rich man where he's unwinding, go to Polo Club. In Port Harcourt here, Polo Club. Sometimes they have programs. Go there. Dress well, look nice. Look like you're rich, look like you're wealthy. Go there, associate with them. Collect contacts. Tell them, oh, sir, I would love to associate, I would love to connect with you. They will. Go to your churches, those big churches. Go there. You see them. There are a lot of them there, right? So it's very important. They are everywhere. Just go and meet them. Now, your first question says, how do you know what a client wants more than money? I give you an example. I take it that you're in real estate. You're into real estate. Real estate is the new gold. Land is the new gold. As a matter of fact, you're in a very, very sensitive part of the market. You're very, very sensitive, area of life, which is shelter, which is land. That's the area you're satisfying in the common need of man. Man needs food, man needs water, man needs clothing, man needs shelter. As a real estate person, you are satisfying shelter. You're not only satisfying shelter, you're also giving him a better life through investment. So you will always be in business. You're always in demand. So there is no wealthy person that doesn't have an idea of real estate. As a matter of fact, you can't say you're wealthy and you don't have some form of real estate investment. Because real estate is the base for your asset. It reinforces your assets. It makes it more tangible. It makes it more real. So you saying why? How do the clients know what they want more than money? It is your responsibility to show them why what you're selling is more important than money. Yes, I told you something. I say money is a tool to get what you want. Money is a tool to get what you want. So it's just an exchange. The major thing they want is that land that you have. They know it's a valuable commodity, but they want you to bring that opportunity to them. It is your responsibility to present that opportunity to them. They know it's very important. It's quite important. They know some of them have their houses. Some of them have, I'm talking about the rich guys now, right? Some of them understand the value of land. But most times they have not seen the opportunity beyond the land. There's opportunity beyond lands. It's not just selling land. The utilization of land is what makes it valuable. Every land is land. There are some land that, for example, let me give you an example. I'm trying to go deep so I make sure you understand this. A farmer using land for agriculture, what is he doing? He's still cultivating on the land. He has a use for it. He's utilizing the land. And the land brings him produce. Same time, a developer is building on a particular land. He's building maybe 6-bedroom, six unit of 4-bedroom duplex or 3-bedroom duplex or anything. What is he doing? He's utilizing the land, but the cash flow differs. So a rich man knows what he wants to do, but he lacks the opportunity to invest that money. He knows what to do with that money, but it's your responsibility to present it to him. Oh, sir, I saw this strategic land in GRA. I saw this strategic land in Ada George. I saw this strategic land in a car that I feel that in the next few years, it's going to give you this much return on investment. I feel that in the next few time, I feel that in the next this, I feel that in the next this, it's going to appreciate. I feel that this abandoned property right now, if you are able to refurbish this property from an 8-unit, 2-bedroom apartment, you're going to refurbish it to, let's say, give or take, a 20-unit apartment that will be giving you over 10 million naira annually. That's what they want to hear. That's what they want to hear. So that is what they want more than money. They have a dream. And what is that dream? To become better. They have a dream. What is that dream? To put their children through school at ease. And it's your responsibility to present them that thing, what they want more than money. I hope it's clear. I try to break down everything. I hope it's clear. I hope it's clear. All right. Yes. So is the media people, are they around? I think we've taken a lot of time. Is there any other question while we're here? So I can round up this section. Do we have any questions? Come on. Any other questions? Any other question I should answer? All right. So is Miracle around so we can wrap up this section? Is my media people around so we can wrap up this section? All right. Okay. So let me just do that so that we can all go.
Miracle is she's having network issues, so she's trying to log back in.
Okay. All right. So thank you guys for coming. Like I said, this is CBT. This is our capacity building training where we train realtors on how to improve their sales game, how to expand their capacity, not only in sales, other areas of their lives, okay? Both financially and in every area, all around, okay? So this is where they develop their personal economy. This is where they take charge of their sales game, okay? So I want to invite you to this family. I want to invite you to this family. I want to invite you to this circle. It's the winner circle. The winner circle where we get things done and get things done the right way, okay? So we have a platform called TAP. TAP means Triconna Association of Realtors platform, where we have realtors, where we train them on how to take better charge of their personal economy and also take charge of their life, okay? And improve the quality of their life through what we are passing on to them. We also have properties for sale, okay? Those of us that want to earn money, right, in real estate and do real estate the right way. We have properties we have on the market. If you want to earn a fee, you want to earn profit, you want to earn commission from closing deals, we're going to teach you how to close those deals and also how to earn commission from doing absolutely nothing. from the confine of your home. You're gonna be making a lot of money for yourself. Okay. So yeah, if that is what you want, if this is what you want, if you want to make money, you there'll be a link on the waitlist platform where you can click the link and join our realtors community. Okay. So with that being said, thank you guys for coming. We're gonna have another CBT section coming up next month. I expect to see the full house just like we saw today. Thank you very much, and God bless every one of you. All right. Have a wonderful evening.
Okay, please, Triconna staff members, please let's wait behind. Thank you.